remember to work quietly and follow along. At any point, you may hit the pause button to catch up or take a break and work at a pace that is best for you. Here are the materials you will need for this project. Alright artists, we are going to talk about how to create the awesome checkerboard tile floor in our aquarium drawings, or any perspective drawing. This is how you do it. Alright, first on your paper you're going to go back to using your 3 longest fingers again, and starting at the left corner. You could start the right too, but I'm going to start at the left, and I am just marking the width of my fingers. I'm using a Sharpie marker so you can see it clearly better than pencil, but you might want to use pencil. Alright, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so we can see exactly what I'm doing. And I already have some pre-marks so you can kind of see what I'm going to be doing here. I lay my fingers down and I make a little mark, just a little mark. Now I move to the next side of that mark and I make another little mark. Always going just like this, all the way across. Okay, and you keep going until you can't fit 3 fingers anymore. That's okay, it doesn't need to fit perfect. Here's the marks on our paper. Now what we're going to do is we're going to connect our focal point to each mark. Okay, I'm going to use a ruler so my lines are nice and straight, but you don't have to, okay? So I'm lining up my ruler to my point and drawing a line, going to each point to the focal point. That's all you got to do. Alright. Now, just like how we did other things, as we get closer to the focal point, our tiles need to get smaller. So you just can't draw regular squares. That technically won't work and give you the effect that we are going for perspective. And I have 2 more marks here. There we go. And this last one. Okay. So I have my lines going. These are considered our vertical lines because they're going up and down on our page. Next, we're going to do our horizontal lines. Okay, and they're also going to get smaller and bigger as well. But it's more of the spacing. So I'm going to put my ruler. You can just use you can freehand it. It doesn't need to be perfectly straight. I'm going to go somewhat close to the focal point. There's kind of a small space there. And I'm going to draw a line across. My line stopped where my diagonal lines crossed. I'm going to go again, but this time the space between the focal point and the line is smaller than the space between the line and the line. So my space is getting bigger, just slightly. I'm drawing it across. Whoops, went a little too far. That's okay. All right, again, what do you notice? My space is getting a little bit bigger as I'm moving horizontally across. Here we go. And bigger. You can really make it look super with a lot of depth. The bigger your space will be. So you're seeing how my space here is bigger than this space and this space. That's what we're doing. And then I'm just gonna leave this one. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna draw one more line because I just want it to look more like tiles rather than rectangles. And that's okay. It's supposed to not be a perfect square because we are stretching and looking at it from an angle. So keep that in mind. I'm just gonna draw one final line so the bottom of my page doesn't act as the cutoff. I want my viewer to know that it is continuing beyond the page. If I just left it here, it wouldn't really look like it was a finished piece, like I didn't quite have the paper extend off the page, the picture. All right, now it's your turn to color. You can do these all different colors, make them super fun and crazy. If you're doing a checkerboard pattern, you're coloring every other square in each row to make a checkerboard. All right, thank you for watching. That's how you do it. Bye. For additional resources and connections, follow and subscribe to see my artwork and the updates that are happening in Miss Dykman's art class. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.